Hello, I wanted to try something different and make this video exciting and easy to follow. This video will be on the activity director. If you recall, the 3 keys to having a successful home is good food, quality of care, and last but not least, good activities. First, let's look at the personality type you should look for to fill your activity director position. When hiring an activity director, that person should have a wonderful personality, love to have fun, creative, and a great organizer. Now, these type of people doesn't grow on trees. You want to interview with those characteristics in mind. When interviewing, you want to ask questions like, if you were entertaining party guest, after dinner, what would you do for entertainment? Other than bingo, what activities do you feel you can bring to our residents? What percentage out of 100 would you split paperwork and activities? What are some of your one-on-one activities? What are some of your group activities? These questions are designed to get a better picture of the candidate and set expectations. Your activity director should bring happiness and spread good cheer. Should be a social butterfly. State mandates that an exercise program is provided at least 5 days out the week. The morning should consist of early morning stretch, aerobics, small weights, or use of exercise bands. Many use geriatric exercise videos. They are very helpful, but do not use this as a reason to stick in a video and leave. The activity director should always be present while an activity is being done. I have in the past explained to the activity director that during the period of the activity it is their responsibility to monitor any changes or even alert nursing staff of change of condition. If a performer is invited, they must still be engaging with the performer and residents. Many times these guests like to give out food, gifts, and candy. It is up to you to let them know if a resident may not be able to accept because of special diet, cognitive impairment, or swallowing issues. When a visitor comes into your home, you do not want the image of residents sitting around, looking depressed and motionless. Surveyors are quick to pick up the feel of the facility by the tone the residents are radiating. If residents are kept busy and enjoying activities, it shows. A good activity director knows how to control the ambient smell and feel for the facility. Is your facility decorated for each season? Are your residents anticipating certain dates for specific activities? When a visitor walks in the door, are they welcomed with the smell of fresh baked cookies, or the smell of hot buttery popcorn? That is why I said the activity director is one of the most important members of your team. They can make your facility shine, or they can contribute to the facility getting complaints. Without activities, residents can become restless, start focusing on negatives, and fall into depression. An increase in resident visits to the administrator, calls to your corporate, and calls to ombudsman and state representatives increase if residents are not happy with activities. Now, it may not be the only reason, but it does contribute. That is why a resident council is so important. The activity director is the chairperson in the resident council meeting. It is up to them to help organize and present minutes of each monthly meeting. If the residents want to invite any key members of staff like administrator, director of nursing, food service director, it is the activity director who will invite and facilitate any concerns from residents to management. As an administrator, the day after resident council, I ask the activity director to bring any concerns or ideas to our morning stand up for us, as a team, to collaborate together solutions. The activity director is a key member of the IDT team. During care plans or meetings with families, their input is very valuable. When care plan with families, a representative may ask, "How is my loved one doing?" This is when the activity director should be able to list all activities performed, review likes and dislikes, also ask questions to the representative about past recreations and enjoyment. This information can be used to incorporate more activities in the future, as a group or as one-on-one. During the admission process, a brief questionnaire with the resident, if possible, should be done. Getting all demographic information is crucial. If a resident has specific religious beliefs, it is up to you to try to provide someone for them to visit if requested. The activity director usually help deliver mail to residents, help with Zoom and phone calls, make facility runs to local retail and grocery stores on behalf of residents. When facilities have transportation vehicles, outings with residents, shopping, dining, casinos, museums, movies should be very common. This gives the resident a certain level of freedom and not the feeling of being locked up day and night inside a facility. Many times free or discounted rates can be obtained for nursing home groups. Take advantage of matinee specials, senior citizen discounts, and other possible promotions. The activity director is one of the limited people that is allowed to hold resident money for store runs and outings. Make sure you maintain your organization and communicate effectively with each resident. I have noticed several companies undervalue their activity department by having very low PPD. Many activity directors are faced with trying to get quality activities for $200 to $400 a month. This could be a challenge. Some entertainers and performers can run $150 to $200 an hour. Now, what looks like a challenge to some, a good activity director can think of great ideas to raise money. Having garage sales of unused clothing and items the nursing home doesn't use. Having food and dessert sales. Asking vendors to bring a cake for a monthly birthday party. Using raffles from donated items. Many places are wanting to donate but just need to be contacted. Walmart donates to the community every month. Each organization can receive $50 every month. All it takes is filling out a form. As the administrator, you must monitor your activity director and make sure they are ethically sound. The horror stories of activity director that is shared with peers are quite awful. Using money raised by sales for residents, and using it for personal bills and debt, using resident trust, and getting added to wills, not providing activities at specific times, according to the calendar. I once had to terminate an activity director for drinking with residents at a casino she drove them to. You also need to ensure all the paperwork that the activity director is doing is done timely. MDS, quarterlies, monthly wall calendar and individual room calendars are all very important. Like established earlier, your activity director can be the reason your facility fails or is a success. Do me a favor and next week pick 3 random times. Let's say for training purposes 9:30, 1, 3 o'clock. Now pick a day or a couple of days for the experiment. Look at what activity is being done at those specific times. When you check at those times, are the activities scheduled being done? If not, you may have just received a deficiency if you were a state surveyor. In my past deficiencies under activities, they will write up activities did not start on time, activity on calendar did not match activity being done. Not enough activities, quality of activities. Now, to save you the headache of having to write a plan of correction, I am going to share some helpful hints. State likes 4 to 6 activities per day including weekends, exercise 5 days a week, eating a food item is not an activity. Some activity directors like to say coffee break. Then sit coffee down and leave. If you are doing a food or beverage, it has to have an additional component, like coffee social, reading newspaper, horoscopes, or something to engage the listener cognition. Instead of ordering pizza, let residents make own pizza. These issues surveyors have told me about in the past. Just by making these adjustments, I have not received a deficiency in years on the activity director. Oh yes, this is very important. Always place on the main calendar and room calendar this phrase. Activities are subject to change. That just got you out of any potential hiccup that may happen on an annual inspection. I do hope this video helped you if you are an activity director, looking to become an activity director, or as an administrator looking to hire or improve your current activity director. Please leave in the comments section if you like how I did this video. Like I said, I am looking for new ways to engage my audience. I do want to thank each and every one. I have over 200 followers. Due to time restraints, I have not been able to make as many videos I have wanted, but using this technology I am looking on being able to put out more content faster and of better quality. If you have any questions, I am always happy to answer them, and if you are not subscribed, please take the time to like and subscribe to my channel. That will help more people like yourself, who may be looking for this type of content, to find it. Please also let me know any videos you'd like to see in the future. Again, thank you, and let's have some fun.